Back to Mind עם 9 מרפאות שונות בכל רחבי פלורידה וצוות מומחים שיטפל בך לאורך כל הדרך. עשיתם תאונה? איתנו תקבלו ליווי משפטי אישי שמותאם בדיוק למקרה שלכם. חייגו עכשיו 888-214-6587. Back to Mind, אנחנו הגב שלך.
זה עניין של זמן, תל אביב פתאום נרדמת, כל העיר רקע אפור כחול לבן.
אוקיי, הרדיו הישראלי 107.1 FM. אנחנו מקדימים היום את הפינה של AI Talk with גילה ליאדטו. How are you, גילה?
I'm so happy. I missed us last week.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Someone need to travel from time to time.
Yeah, and it was Shavuot also.
Yeah,
right?
Chag.
So, Chag. Very nice. So, yes, I'm thrilled to be back. How are you?
I'm fine. Police officer stopped me today and give me some ticket, but trust me, I will cancel this ticket.
I'm sure you will. Now, I know you'll take care of it, but you could also use AI to help you figure out how to do that.
I read already.
You did? Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Look
The
at
police
you.
officer was really nice, but 9 miles above the speed limit. Come on. 26 years I'm a driver. I never have a ticket. Never. You can be nice with me.
That is pretty crazy. And you said you weren't in a school zone. That also.
No, it's not a school zone.
I know, that's crazy, because school zone, I know they can be really strict. Anyway, I'm glad to... how did you use AI to help you?
I read what I need to do to cancel the ticket right away.
Okay, great. Did that make you feel a little bit better about the situation, a little more in control?
After I talked with my attorney, I told me, listen, we can cancel it. So after I took my attorney, with the AI doesn't give me the solution that I want to hear. Just give me cold solution today. I don't know why.
It's the prompting, it's the context you gave, I'm sure. I'm confident
It's
about
clean
that.
in my, there's nothing there. It's clean.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we explore it later. So today, we are getting back into what AI can do for you. And last time we were here, 2 weeks ago, we talked about AI collaborators, as I call them. You may hear other people talking about them as AI agents or AI employees, and the shifts that are happening around putting in these workforces with us. And something that I am finding really interesting with my clients and in my own life that I really hadn't anticipated or thought of until I started seeing this pattern is that not only is AI changing what we can do and, our ability, our resources, our bandwidth, but it's really starting to change our human expectations. And that I'm finding really interesting. Like, I know, Nissan, you have always, from the time I know you, have known you, had an expectation about things moving quickly and going fast, but have you found that you have different expectations, maybe that things move faster or people are more responsive or anything like that since you really started getting into AI?
Can I tell about myself? My expectation increasing, that's for sure. I have more demand for me and for my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to do something weird today with Claude, and I asked from Claude, let's build a time machine. And he told me, listen, it's above my limit. Maybe in the future.
Okay, well, this is going to not exactly what I was expecting to talk about, but people are building versions of time machines. If you've heard some of the trends around, letters to your future self or letters, from your past self to your future self. So there are some ways in which we are creating time machines, and something else that is really interesting and along these lines, and I may have talked about it 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, I may have quickly touched upon it, it wasn't the major thing, but a lot of times AI continues, and it will continue to kind of blow smoke, as I like to call it, give you answers that you want to hear, tell you things that make you feel good, because like social media and other platforms, AI is designed to keep your attention and keep you on it and make you feel good. So you really need to be diligent in telling it, don't give me the polite answer. Don't tell me what you think I want to hear, if that's what you want, right? If you really want the real truth, you really want the thing that's going to help propel you and bring you forward. And so one of the most effective things I have found recently in order to do that, in addition to the continuing to remind it very diligently and having in my memory and all of these places that I wanted to behave in this way of being truthful and honest and giving me the real deal, is to do what's called a pre-mortem. So basically to go in, if you're trying something new or testing something out, and saying to AI, hey, I had this idea, I tried it, it already failed. I want you to help me understand what I could have done differently. And even if it's not true, even if it hasn't failed yet. And that has been such a powerful tool to help get the real answers, see the real points that I maybe would have otherwise missed, my clients would have otherwise missed. So go in and ask AI for a pre-mortem. Why did this fail? How could I have avoided it? And that is going to change so much for you.
I don't want to ask him. I just want to tell him, listen, do the job. I'm not, what's happening? I'm just looking for a clean job,
I understand, but we are not quite there yet. You're still having expectations of it that it has not yet quite gotten to. Again, AI beginning to change human expectations. So we're going to bring us back to that, which is what, 2 years ago, there was no AI at your fingertips like this, and now the expectation is I just wanted to practically read my mind and do everything the way I wanted to do it. That's pretty massive.
Yeah. What's happened to me with AI lately, that I see the improvement. It's improved.
Yes.
I tried to make a logo by ChatGPT. Hebrew. He writing the Hebrew much, much better. Almost zero mistakes. So it's improved. And today was the new version of Claude 4.8 I saw coming out. So
there's so many improvements, so many things. It's doing so much better than it did not that long ago. I mean, it's really, it's exponential, the changes. So along those lines, with what we're beginning to change our expectations about, it's not just in work, it's not just in our business, it's really, we are expecting things to move faster, to get our responses quicker, to have them be right, to have to do less work to get to where we want. And that is changing one more time, changing the game and changing how we behave as humans, right? The statistics I always found staggering about how many touch points generally you need to have to make a sale and things like that. But now it's really like, if you call someone or a business and they don't answer immediately or get you what you want, you're going to move on so quickly. So people's expectations for themselves and for what they want from others and businesses is changing drastically. It is so important, if you are not playing with AI yet, if you're not using it, if you're not bringing it into your business, it is a must. You must get there.
I'm in touch with the big chef from Hollywood, and she's amazing. She's using AI for cooking, for preparing the menu. She told me in the past she paid a lot of money for somebody creating the menu and everything, and the world changed. Even me, to design a logo banner, I don't need a designer anymore. And let's get to the point. People losing the job more and more and more. Israel, there's Wix in Israel, a company called Wix, and they fire 20% from all the people that work in the company in Israel. So it's dramatic.
It is dramatic. And so to sit back and just be upset and not make changes in one's life is where it's really crazy, because it's happening whether you like it or not. And there are also lots of opportunities that are opening up as a result. So each one of us has the responsibility to figure out what can we do, how do we make this work for us, how do we work with it. And the models, which we're not going to get into too deeply today, but the models of the financial models for ChatGPT, for OpenAI, for Anthropic are kind of crazy. This $20 a month, and which is increasing a little bit.
100 in my case, but who's counting?
The whole thing is going to potentially collapse, and that's going to be another level of issue. So it's really so important that everybody understand and start to use AI and bring it in ways that will support their growth, their opening their bandwidth so that they can be more creative and do more things and diversify. Because no matter what, I'm a lawyer by training. I've been doing this work forever. I am actually hearing more and more that the legal field is at higher risk than many others because the amount of information and knowledge that's out there that people have access to now is completely changing the game for the lawyers.
I read I think in Georgia, the government there want to give a AI company a license. Like I can write a letter
Yes.
and I can send it's attorney.
Yes.
I pay like a small fee and I get a letter from an attorney, real attorney, and it's a lot of lawyers will find themselves without a job.
Yes. So, and that's all kinds of knowledge-based work. So it's really, again, I keep saying it, super important. You have to get with people who are doing this, who can help you identify in your own life, in your own business, what can you do to make this work for you. Just pushing against it and resisting is not going to help. Now, I understand there are a lot of limitations. There are a lot of things that people don't want to do with AI or reasons why they feel like I'm not a big proponent of my children being on AI much. I want them to learn a lot of the skills, but they also need to understand critical thinking skills before they start using it instead of thinking, right? So there is a balance here. But those of us who are out in the world, living and operating, you must get on board. Because as I was saying also, I'm noticing as I've been building these AI teams, these AI workforces for myself and for my clients, I am less tolerant of where there is friction in my life, and my clients are too. And that is going to become more and more the case. So there are so many ways in which you can use AI to remove this friction, and the more you do, the more you are going to only be willing to have that type of response from the other people in your life. It's real. The shift is real.
The shift is crazy. Another story that the website of the station, I pay few years, we pay a lot of money. And now we need to upgrade the application, the app on the phone, on the iPhone. And the company wants from me $3,000. I said, it's not going to happen. I go inside Claude and I build an app in 3 minutes and it's ready to go. I just need to put it on the air and that's it. I save myself $3,000. But the people that demand for me $3,000, they start losing client. They're going to be out of business soon.
Yes, and there are plenty of people who are not at your level and who are still not making these changes, but it's absolutely true. They will be having more and more difficulty finding clients that will pay that kind of money, and it's real. It's real. So, the real leadership challenge right now, which I talk about all the time, this is really a leadership moment, and the real leadership moment is not keeping up with AI. It's deciding what kind of human experience do you want to create with it.
That's correct.
That's powerful. Very powerful. So
which tool are you using generally now?
So now, for a while, as you know, I was very anti-ChatGPT, and I was all Claude all the time. I still love Claude. The responses, the sophistication is huge. However, I have been employing ChatGPT for AI workforces, for AI collaborators, the scheduled tasks, the things that ChatGPT can do now so easily and with little complexity are really they're massive. However, I will tell you there is a lot of work that goes in. You have to front load, you have to do the work, give them the information and the knowledge. So now I'm really primarily using a combination of Claude and ChatGPT. I still play around with Gemini, and for a lot of my clients that are in more highly regulated type of industries, we're using Copilot a lot more as well.
Tell me, in ChatGPT we can build an app like a software, or it's like Claude, or
I have not played with it so much in ChatGPT. I understand that there's a lot you can do, but I've been still, in that regard, I've been sticking with Claude.
it's up and down. It's up and down.
Yes,
Each company.
yes.
Next month we'll talk something else for
Yes,
sure.
the thing that ChatGPT really changed was the agents, the AI agents. That is the place now where I am really, for the most
It's
part,
without
using-
limit. If I pay 40, how much it costs?
Well, I had to move up to this business account. I think it's another $50 a month, and I haven't yet gotten rid of my personal account. I'm using them both in parallel, so it's up. But you get two.
It's
you get-
without limit. I can use the agent.
I have not been shut down yet. I have not been shut down yet. I would need to look and see if
You need
specifically-
API. What is? They give you some code and you put it inside Claude. If you
No.
want, how it's working?
It's so different. You just go in and you upgrade to this. I need to look at what they.
I need
call
the
it.
agent that works with Claude together. I will need ChatGPT.
Oh, they're not going to work together. OpenAI and Anthropic are not going to work together. No, it's possible that that OpenClaw or one of those will do that, but I'm still skeptical. I still have my concerns about those platforms because of the privacy and the amount of kind of pirated, apps that are being put on there. So I think you're going to need some connector to make them work together for a while. They're not friends, ChatGPT and Claude. So I don't think that's going to happen for a while.
Okay, it's good to know.
Okay. Well, with that, I know we started early. We're going to end a little early tonight. So I'm going to remind everybody that the organizations that are going to stand out over the next several years may not simply be the ones that are using AI, but they are really going to be the ones, I believe, I've been saying this for a while, creating a better human experience. That's going to become more and more premium. So it's really, that's the key. You really got to get in there, and this is the work I am increasingly doing with leaders and organizations, really helping design AI collaborators, operational systems, structures that create clarity, leverage, and strategic support. So reach out, 561-257-4551, 561-257-4551, or Gila Global AI, GLOW-BAL-AI, for generating light on the world, or of course on the radio station Facebook page. And tell us what you want to hear. We want to give you what you want to hear.
Gila Liadato, thank you very much. Global AI, 107.1, 99.9, HD4. See you next week.
Until next week.
And
thank
Shabbat
you.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom and happy summer. Whoa, we're here.
Yeah, the kids going to vacation. So my kids going to vacation soon. So
Nice.
my kids. Okay, thank you very much, Gila.
Okay, thank you.
Bye
Shabbat
bye.
Shalom.
Shabbat
Bye-bye.
Shalom.
יש לה אקדח וורד, טבעת על הזרת, בציפורניים אדומות. למי היא מתקשרת, כשהיא משתכרת, למצוא חלון הזדמנויות. כשהיא באה הנה, ועושה לי סצנה, אני רוקד איתה שעות, וכשהיא איננה, זה לא המקרנה, זה שיר עצוב שבא לבכות. ראש, אני כותב עלייך שיר ואין לי מה לחרוז, רוצה לראות אותך היום, אבל זה לא כדאי.